Hi everyone, today I'm going to be taking a look at ADHD and giving an honest review. As more people become aware of ADHD, more people are getting diagnosed and their lives are starting to make a lot more sense. I got diagnosed in high school and suddenly everything clicked. My doctor even gave me medication to try and told me to let him know how it went, and he really trusted me to call him back, huh? I don't know how to tell you how frustrating it is that I'll be sitting down to get some work done, and then 2 hours later I realize I'm putting together a photo album of Knuckles the Echidna, and it's like, huh? How'd I get here? Where am I? It gets kind of rough when that happens nearly every time I sit down to get some work done. I'm a busy beaver. I got things to do. Like, you know how long it took me to make this video? 2 months, with an extra week devoted to editing because I kept tabbing out of my video editor to look at random internet bullshit. I'm not a super fan of how ADHD makes it hard for me to focus on something, even when I want to focus on something. Like, for example, having a conversation with a friend. We could be eyeball to eyeball, but it doesn't matter what you're telling me. You could be giving me your credit card information, but I'm still going to Mars, dude. This has made for some pretty awkward moments, like someone telling me something and then 5 minutes later I ask them about exactly what they just told me about. Usually people are pretty understanding if I have to ask them to explain something for the 3rd time in a row, but in the worst cases, I can come off as pretty rude. So as a result, I've gotten really good at pretending that I know what's going on, but the inner machinations of my mind are still an enigma. When my ADHD is really acting up and at its worst, conversation might go something like this. Yeah, so I was thinking of making muffins. Oven and kitchenware. Global thermonuclear war. Having ADHD is a bit like being a wizard, but only with annoying powers. Some days I'll check my jacket pocket and somehow a handful of paper clips got in there. Other days my keys will disappear. Every day is something new. It also kind of sucks how tired you can get living with ADHD. I'm so tired because my frontal lobe is working overtime, making sure my giant flesh suit doesn't walk into oncoming traffic because I don't notice the don't walk sign. Even then, my frontal lobe isn't always doing what it's supposed to, like keeping track of things, noticing details, paying attention, remembering stuff. It's kind of lame to walk out the door holding the one thing I was supposed to bring with me to the birthday party, but get there and suddenly my gift for my friend is missing and instead I'm holding air. The devs really didn't have to try so hard with this one. They already packed ADHD full of features, so why did they have to include extras like impulsivity? You know, thinking before speaking? What is that? How do people have time to think before they speak? You know? Listen, ADHD isn't all bad though, because it's been so hard for me to focus on things and get stuff done. I've become a pretty resilient person. Since I'm brute forcing my way through life all the time, sitting at a computer for 10 hours to get 2 hours of work done, I've gotten really good at being persistent and just keeping on. The devs also included this cool Easter egg called Hyperfocus. It's a little hard to activate, but once you do, goddamn, you know, what if we took this baby into maximum overdrive? Well, we did, and we found out it's as cool as it sounds. It's like putting your brain on nitrous oxide and then just blowing through everything at lightning speed. Do these pros outweigh the cons? Not really. ADHD can be pretty debilitating, ruin your life, and make life just so much harder than it has to be. I can definitely appreciate that ADHD is good at doing what it was designed for, turning me into a lost and clueless doinkus who wriggles around like a worm in his chair, but I'm just not the biggest fan. I don't know, not for me. Someone else's experience might be different to mine. I wish I had the receipt. I wish I could exchange it for something like photographic memory or something, but such is life, you know? Anyways, I'm feeling a light 5 on this thing. Thank you for watching. Okay, bye. Stream my new album, Chameleon, anywhere you can stream stuff. Thank you!